The term narcissist is definitely overused in society today. If someone doesn't like another person or get their way, they're quick to say, he's such a narcissist or she is such a narcissist. At the same time, it does seem that the self-referential nature of our culture lends itself to more and more narcissistic behavior, and that the number of narcissists is increasing in society. We all have narcissistic tendencies, but that's different to being a narcissist. So how do you know if someone is a certifiable narcissist? That is, someone with narcissistic personality disorder, or if that person is just immature, self-absorbed, or selfish. Experts seem to agree that as many as 1/3 of the population are narcissists, but it is quite rare for someone to be officially diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder. The Diagnostic Manual for Mental Disorders states that in order for a person to be diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder, that person must exhibit 5 or more of these 9 criteria, and at least one aspect of their life must be impaired by these behaviors. The 9 criteria are: number 1, exaggerates own importance. Number 2, is preoccupied with fantasies of success, power, beauty, intelligence, or ideal romance. Number 3, believes he or she is special and can only be understood by other special people or institutions. Number 4, requires constant attention and admiration from others. Number 5, has unreasonable expectations of favorable treatment. Number 6, takes advantage of others to reach his or her own goals. Number 7, disregard the feelings of others and lacks empathy. Number 8, is often envious of others or believes other people are envious of him or her. Number 9, shows arrogant behaviors and attitudes. If you're being abused at the hands of a narcissist, recovering from the abuse of a narcissist, or someone you love is in one of those situations, a great place to start is by taking inventory of the 9 criteria above. I would encourage you to do it on 2 levels. First, just go through and check yes or no answer from the gut. Does he exaggerate his own importance? Yes or no? Don't overthink it. Is she preoccupied with fantasies of success, power, beauty, intelligence, or ideal romance? Yes or no? Again, don't overthink it. Work your way through the list of the 9 criteria and see how many of the criteria the narcissist in your life displays. Remember, someone can act narcissistically and not technically have narcissistic personality disorder. So just because the narcissist in your life only displays 3 of the criteria doesn't mean he or she is not a narcissist. Next, go back through the list of 9 criteria and identify specific examples of where you personally witnessed that behavior and write them down. Don't make excuses for the narcissist in your life. It's amazing how many excuses we make for narcissists. Earlier, I used the word abuse. How did you respond when you heard that word? It's amazing how often people will say, well, it's not really abuse. That's why narcissists get away with all they get away with for so long, because we downplay it. We pretend it isn't serious, and we make excuses for them. We say things like, she had a really tough childhood. So, a lot of people have tough childhoods and don't grow up to take it out on others by abusing them verbally, emotionally, psychologically, and physically. Narcissism is real. We all have at least one narcissist in our lives, and it is past time that we started to understand what drives them and how they are impacting our emotional health and our lives in general.